Welcome back to the channel. Happy to be here. So nothing other than why the stock market moved so aggressive today and why we're up, because yesterday we bounced right up, but we give on back everything that we gained due to the fact that Jerome Powell still didn't say when we're expecting these rate cut. But now that the market bounced back over 242 points today. This is great. This is something that we want to see in the stock market. Boy, I'm glad, because I was down too, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys were down. But a series of earnings came out, and one of them that we're currently waiting on is Apple. Wayfair earnings came out today, and Wayfair did tremendously well because they cut back on some of their employees, and their stock was up over 16% today. Why? They cut back with a lot of stuff, and they beat earnings by a couple cents. But year to year, no profit was made, but it was like a couple cents that they beat earnings by. And due to that, it is up tremendously, and we're happy for that. On the other side, I can't say the same thing for Peloton, because Peloton haven't made a profit for years ago, so they're still on the downside. So the stock shrank a lot today, and it seems like it bounced back. This is crazy because it bounced back to $3.14. It was down over 6% today. Why? I don't know why. I will surely look into that so I can let you guys know. But let me go and show you guys what really happened with Peloton today. Just waiting. Here we go. So today estimate was negative 0.3 cents, and actual was negative 54 cents. And Peloton did not live up to expectation, and it is expected because we have been on the red side for quite a few times. So now we're trading little bit above what they were trading at pre-market, but we all know what tomorrow is, Friday. And I just want to say, guys, try to stay away from some of these stocks because they bring nothing other than bad news, and take your hard work and money. So Wayfair was a great performer today, one off, and we're still waiting on Apple to announce their earnings because this is a market mover. As you can see, Nasdaq just pulling back a little, but I'm pretty sure tomorrow with earnings to come out, it's going to be crazy because some of these earnings, the Federal Reserve is currently waiting to see what's going on. So this morning, we we have seen initial claims and continuous claims. It was better than expected because what was expected was 213k, and reported was 208k. So prior was 208 and went back to 208 today. So which is good. The market didn't react negative towards it, and initial claim, continuous claim was good. So tomorrow, guys, at 8:30, I cannot stress this anymore. Look, I'm hovering over it with my mouse now. At 8:30, non-farm payroll and non-farm private payroll is going to play a key, and also unemployment rate is going to play a key interest with how the market moves. So prior, which is non-farm payroll, was 303k, and tomorrow what is expected is 250 is expected. And for our unemployment rate, we're looking for 3.8%. If this doesn't come in as expected, we're going to see a shift in the market, which we don't want, because when this happens, market tends to pull back. And we're currently waiting Apple to report. My expectation for Apple is I don't think they're going to report anything good because one, they're not selling any iPhone because of what's going on in China. Two, they're trying to make things better with India to see if they can boost their sales right now. So if they can up their sales in India, it will be better for the company. It's a hit or miss for Apple for me today. So if Apple come out with good earnings, that's great. But I don't see Apple going anywhere anytime soon. Let's look at the stock for the last 3 years. What happened? Let's look at Apple for the last 3 years, what they have been doing. So let's switch my screen over yellow. Apple has been doing not so well. Sold off, bad news, pushed right back on up to 175. I called this out. I said, listen, my support line is at $165 a share. If I was waiting for Apple to sell off, this was my perfect entry. And they push on up maybe 3-4% from previous lows. So let's see. So from previous lows to currently where Apple is trading at now, they're up 5%. That's a good stake because the company do give you dividends. And let's see for the last 3 years what Apple has been doing. For the last 3 years, we're looking at, where are we? 21. All right. So Apple is trading here for the last 3 years, 123. So for the last 3 years to currently where Apple is trading at now, they're up maybe some 15 or 16. Let's see. For the last 3 years to current. So you're up 59% if you have bought Apple the last 3 years. Congrats to you. But for now, I'm still waiting for Apple to report to see. I'm pretty sure they're not going to beat earnings. And if they do beat earnings, the stock is not going to move any up because previously I've seen this happen numerous times, like 3 times from Apple was trading at $117 a share. I bought Apple. And did Apple do anything other than go down? I buy high and sell low on Apple. So right now I'm staying away from the stock until there's some good news about AI with the iPhone. If not, then you want to stay away from it. As you can see from previous lows, push on up, got rejected by our moving exponential line. As we all know, once this a stock is trading below this moving exponential line, it is no good. Look at that. Look at the volume behind this. Down. Still waiting a report to come out. Still not here yet. And RSI, super, super, super oversold. MACD, super, super oversold. So while we wait for Apple, let's break down some of the trending stock that we all been watching. Nvidia is one of the stock. I love this stock. I call Nvidia my cash cow because no matter where you buy the low, you always end up on some good terms with Nvidia. So Nvidia has been recently showing a resistance at $888 a share, currently up 3% today from previous lows, which is $811 a share. Expected earnings on the 22nd of next month. Let's see how that plays out. And also, let's go over and take a look at the Mag 7. Google is doing tremendously well, even though they sold off a little, just a little, not by much. Let's look at Google from the last 3 years. Been doing good for the last 3 years, still trading, excuse me, still trading below what is expected of them. So let's see, pushed on up, got rejected, still in rejection phase, still waiting on Apple to report. And Mr. Softy, Microsoft has been doing well, but unfortunately, I think it was super, super overbought. So now it gave up some of the shares, gave up some of the growth, and now it's going back to a correction phase. So again, guys, please like, subscribe, stay tuned to the channel because I do break stocks down and I report what I'm doing on my channel, and I also share what's going on in the stock market and what is our plan. But I will definitely keep you up to date with what's going on with Apple and how to trade Apple from now on. But until then, please stay tuned, like, subscribe, share.